Final Fantasy XVI embraces the genre conventions of character action games, meaning that instead of focusing on Clive's stats exclusively as in other RPGs, you'll learn more abilities with stronger power as you progress. When it comes to picking abilities to use as you play, these are the best Eikon abilities in the game. Allowing Clive to wield Ramuh's spear and call down a destructive barrage of lightning bolts, Thunderstorm is an Eikon ability that deals considerable damage to your foes, and is great for clearing adds on the battlefield. Unlocked by progressing the story, this will be a great tool for staggering foes and clearing the field. Granting swift mobility and versatility, Phoenix Shift is perhaps the most used ability players have at their disposal in Final Fantasy XVI. Phasing toward an enemy to close gaps while inflicting fire damage on following attacks makes this a practical ability, mainly for traversal. A wide range ability with 3 stages to it, Diamond Dust is an Eikon ability from the Shiva tree that will allow Clive to freeze nearby enemies, hindering their movement. Not only does this damage and immobilize your foes, the follow-up sees Clive send a wave of ice to shatter these fiendsicles. Found in one of the most powerful Eikon trees in the game, Odin's Eikon ability Heaven's Cloud is only accessible when Clive enters the Odin stance. Transforming his weapon into the Dark Arm Sword, his movement and attacks will be altered, but triggering Heaven's Cloud allows Clive to phase in quick succession and slash away at enemies a great amount of times. If you prefer to stand your ground rather than dodging or running away from an attack, Titanic Block will be your best friend. Gated behind fighting Titan, this ability allows Clive to summon the Stone Arm of Titan to block and counter enemy attacks, creating a more versatile opening compared to your other options. Another ability in the Titan tree, Raging Fists, unleashes a flurry of blows that rapidly pelts enemies directly in front of Clive with punches that have increased stagger damage. This is also a great ability to follow up a Titanic Block with. An incredibly strong ability with a wide variety of uses, Heatwave belongs to the fire-based Phoenix and Efreet trees, and allows Clive to create a wall of flame that he sends hurling at his targets. Heatwave can also be used to block incoming projectiles, and can then increase the number of flames he sends back at unfriendly fiends. Dancing Steel is another Eikon ability in the Odin tree that summons a second sword from Odin's armory. This ability lets Clive dual wield with increased attack speed and damage to stagger enemies in a short amount of time. Perhaps the strongest Eikon tree overall in Final Fantasy XVI, Bahamut's Eikon tree holds quite a few incredibly strong abilities like Impulse. Especially good at staggering enemies, Impulse fires off several target-seeking projectiles that constantly damage one or multiple opponents, growing in damage the longer they last. Beyond this, it can also root your enemies in place, leaving them open to a follow-up combo. Gathering the great power of Bahamut for a strong assault focused with a beam of pure energy, Giga Flare is undoubtedly the best Eikon ability in Final Fantasy XVI. Able to deal a massive blow to large enemies or wipe a small group, you'll be best off keeping this equipped in any fight that gives you trouble. With a surprisingly fast time to cast, this is perfect for staggered foes to drain their HP. And those are the best Eikon abilities to use in Final Fantasy XVI. Be sure to let us know which Eikon tree you like the best, and until next time, stay tuned to Game Rant.